Good morning. So I spent the night last night in a forest park about 6 miles from Pitlochry because it's a nightmare trying to park here overnight. I popped to the leisure centre this morning. You can pay for a shower for £3. Difficult parking. This is in Pitlochry. Difficult parking, but the co-op's just opposite and you get an hour there. So I nipped in, bought some stuff at the co-op and did it that way. So I have a 6-metre camper van. And as you can see, I'm overhung at the back, but my tyres are within the space. Of course, different car parks have different spaces, but anyway, so I've paid £2.40 for 2 hours. Hair's still wet from the shower. No point drying it because it's raining. Let's see what Pitlochry's got to offer. So this is the high street down Pitlochry. Another street that has traffic rumbling through, unfortunately. Nice buildings, etc. Little park over there. I've gone back to my little gimbal today. I seem to be having the other one feels real clumsy still. I suppose I'll get used to it, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Well, so far there seems to be lots of outdoorsy shops, lots of charity shops, cafes, bars, pubs and little independent shops. So if you like sort of wandering around looking at all of that, that's great. For me, very pretty buildings, but nothing, well, see, they're very pretty buildings, but there's nothing jumping out at me as sort of really historical. I'm probably missing a lot, probably get shot down, but this is my opinion. Another outdoorsy shop. Which I get because, you know, big hiking area, etc. Anyway, we'll keep going. Thankfully, some of the walkway is undercover, as you can see, because I'm getting drenched. All in the name of YouTube. I joke. Another pretty cafe here. Tea room, with a cafe here, so they're all very lovely. Woolen shops, there seems to be a lot of those. Another woolen mill over there. Yeah, so another outdoorsy shop. So yeah, if you like a little mooch in a shop, I think this would be great. And you know, lunch or even a meal in a pub, fabulous. For me, you know, it's a nice place, don't get me wrong, and I'm not knocking it at all, but for me, a bit disappointed. So that's it, we go out of town there. So I've decided, I know where this reminds me of, it's in the Cotswolds. It reminds me very much like that. Lots and lots of little shops, etc. Like I say. Apparently there is a theatre here, I've seen the sign for. There's a dam you can visit with the hydroelectric. There's the fish ladder. So there's a fair few things around. Leisure club I just noticed there. So yeah, plenty about. And nice, but just not quite what I was expecting. Let's get across the road. The little man's on red. Bad girl. That little sun's trying to come out, if only it would stop raining. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an insight into Pitlochry. Well, let's go up here, this looks quite nice. Another outdoor shop. Oh, I'm getting drenched. It's that fine stuff that gets you wet. Oh, there's a mill. This looks very nice. So it's a very pretty place. Ah, so it's the Moulin Burn. Rises on the moor above the village of Moulin. Burn is the Scots word for a stream, and it runs right through the centre of Pitlochry to join the Tummel at the suspension footbridge. It's been a working burn over the years and has provided power for a variety of mills along its length. Lint, tweed, saw and bobbin mills, and washing tubs at the Atholl laundry. Oh, and it says the Edwardian footbridge at the end of the Moulin Burn links Fortingall and Pitlochry Festival Theatre to the town. That's rather nice. Oh, that's lovely. Just come around here, get a good look at it. Oh, that's nice. So you do have to sort of wander around the back streets and everything to find stuff. Meanwhile, I'm wetter than an otter's pocket here. Dear me. Drenched. Oh well. That's why I didn't bother drying my hair. Just hope my phone is waterproof. There's a little stream behind. Have a little look. Back to the van now, because I think I've seen all I want to see here. Probably nicer on a sunny day, I must be honest. But, yeah. Certainly be a nice place to stop. Let's cut through the bus stop and keep a bit drier. Oh, goodness me. What a difference to yesterday. It topped 19 degrees yesterday at one stage. Right, let's get back to the van. So, it stopped raining, yay! I've left the car park and I'm now parked. Again, this is what I do, if you can see. And then as long as my wheels are up to the curb, the back end can hang over around the edge, and I do that in a lot of car parks, and then you can actually fit in the space. I'm back at the fish ladder because somebody made a comment on my YouTube channel saying that there was a viewing tower. Now, I didn't see that. I went down by all the steps. But anyway, they saw the fish boat. They visited twice and saw a fish twice. So while I'm here, I'm just going to go back again and have a little look. Fingers crossed. So I'm here again at this fish ladder. Goes all the way down the various ones. I can't see this tower, viewing tower that was mentioned, which is rather disappointing. But hey ho. We'll go on down and see. I'm going that way. Right. So I've reread the comment on my YouTube and it said observation window. Do they mean, or do you, if you're looking at this, mean this? Because I can't see anything anywhere else. Where it's great to be able to see that, but I want to see with my naked eye. That's the whole thing. And I want to see one jumping, leaping up a waterfall, to be honest. But I thought, as I'm here, it'd be nice to even see one. But my ultimate aim is to see one leaping up a waterfall. But thank you for your input anyway. Put me right if this isn't the window. Thank you. Well, I've just left the fish ladder and I've seen absolutely nout. Oh, so annoying. Never mind, it was worth a go. Just leaving now Pitlochry. I've looked at where to go on the map. I think I'm going to miss out the Blair Atholl. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. There is the oldest watermill in Scotland there, which I would love to see, but it just seems as it's attached to a restaurant, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to head over now to start going anti-clockwise and come across Scotland and then back down. Which side would it be? The west side, and roughly following the Heart 200 route. So I'm going to head now to somewhere called Tummel Bridge. It says there's a small car park nearby, so hopefully I'll be able to get out and do a little bit of footage there. So that sounds interesting. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to know where to go, and it's such a shame when sometimes people say, oh, you ought to have seen so and so, and I've gone past the area then and I've missed it. But what I tend to do if that happens is I'll drop a little star on my map, so that when I look at my map another time and I'm in the area, I think, oh, past that starfall, let's have a look at it, and then I know there's something that I want to see there that would interest me. So that's what I do. So there's going to be more roadworks. I've been through 14 sets of roadworks so far. And how many miles have I done? I have done 361 miles. So 14 roadworks. Oh dear. As I say, I do know the roads need to be upkept, but it just seems that most of the time there's nothing going on. But hey ho. So half an hour to Tummel Bridge. We'll see what that's like, and then I'll look at the map again and decide where to go from there. I just thought I'd leave this on, just show you a little bit of the autumnal colours. The leaves are falling now. I'm hoping I get some decent viewpoints somewhere along the route to take some nice photos of the lovely autumnal colours and the trees and everything. Fingers crossed. I'm not quite sure, because I'm not going any further north, if I'm going to get to see any particularly, you know, mountainous regions, which I do love, but I'm just constrained with the time. So I'm meeting a friend Saturday and we've got a big night out planned, so I don't want to miss that, so I need to get back down into England for that. Oh, it's all go, isn't it? Big static park, would it be called, or holiday home? Holiday park on the left. Dear, there's quite a few potholes. Well, I couldn't miss this opportunity. I've just quickly pulled over on the side of the road and we have Highland coos. Aren't they lovely? Oh, there's a young one down there, little calf. There's a few actually. They're having a good munch. Thankfully it's not too busy a road. Whoops. So I'm trying to watch the cars coming by. How lovely! So this is a nice area, probably see around. God, what's going on with my hair? It's all over the shop. So, back to it. It's a nice bit of scenery along here now. So a couple of little tips whilst we're looking at the beautiful scenery. Something I always do is keep a little bit of change in my car for parking, because some places don't take card, so it's all, I always keep a few pound coins. I keep a few 20p's for the toilets and a few 50p's and 10p's, so I've got a good mixture for parking. So that's a little tip. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, look at the colours of this. Oh, fabulous. Wow. Look at that. A little bit of sunshine, it looks glorious. beautiful. Not much traffic on this road, which is what I like. Just try and miss some potholes. So I've pulled up at a place en route I've come across called Queen's View in Perthshire. £3 for parking. Had to go and pay in the office because the machines weren't working. Decided to treat myself to an ice cream. Kinder Bueno Cornetto type thing. That was £3.50. Bit expensive, I thought. But anyway, looks a lovely place and there's meant to be fabulous views over the lake. And I'm in Perthshire. So I presume I just follow this path. Really no idea, that path seems to go to nowhere. I think I must go up there. Anyway, look at the lovely colours and the sun's out. Let's go and see what we can find. I see, up we go. On the notice board, the views look spectacular, so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, royal tours and people's postcards. Crikey, the road to the Isles was once only a track through the glens. Only traders, adventurers, writers and armies visited the Highlands before the 19th century. It's really quite amazing, isn't it? Well, here we are. I asked at the visitor centre how long the walk was. They said about 5 minutes, but it's been 2 minutes. Very easy walk. Look at this. How beautiful is that? See, just come across it out in the middle of nowhere. Fabulous. So I spotted this as I was driving past. Luckily there's a pull-in by this fence. I'm taking it you're allowed to go in, but have you seen the warning? Beware of bull, cows and calves. Do not walk between a cow and calf. Cows can reach 35 miles per hour. Caution. It doesn't say it's private property. I think, is there a right to roam in Scotland? Oh, let's do it. Let me just get this. Oh, I see. Get the gate open and I'll have a good look up and down the field before I set off. Oh, can I get in? That's the question. She's in. Let's just shut the gate. Country code, etc. Right, that's shut. Look at this. I'm going to have a good look up and down this field. I don't want a catastrophe on my hands. Oh my god. Look at the sheep in the next field. You wait, probably come thundering over the hill. Glorious. Okay, I'm going to risk it. Ooh. Can't see anything. Just check over the brow of this hill. God, I've got my trainers on. I should have my walking boots on. Oh god, if ever I see a bull, I'm nuts. I am frightened of cows, they're just so unpredictable. God, if you can see me here, my head's swivelling always. Right, let's get a move on. Just my inquisitive nature's got the better of me. God, you watch, it will come out from over the hill. I'll be stuck in here all night. And I haven't put my coat on, stupid girl. Right. I'll be quiet back there is a gate, but it's... Oh, tell me I can't get in. It's wedged. So annoying. Not going to get to see, are we? How disappointing. The gate was absolutely wedged. I could nearly get it open, but I couldn't quite. I mean, you were allowed to go in because it was just a hook over the gate. God, keeping my eyes peeled. Dear me, feet are drenched. Look at the scenery though, she says as she sees a bull in the camera. It's glorious. When I get up to the gate, I'll give you another look around, but I don't want to stop in the middle of the field, to be quite honest, with a sign like that. Oh, bit of a hike. What a shame I couldn't get in. Read the gravestones. So, something else I've learned today is, apparently, my phone has built-in stabilisation, which means I didn't need a gimbal. But I could have done with something, a longer selfie stick, to be honest, because it's a struggle to get my hands right the way over. So, Connie, God, the sun's really warm on me. I believe that's Glencoe over there. Well worth a stop just for the view. Onwards. So I'm now at Tummel Bridge. I've managed to get parked up. Little tip: when you're parking places like this, don't just look at the space around you, check for overhanging branches as well. But this is the size of the car park, so it's not a bad size at all. And the bridge is literally a 1 minute walk by the look of it. Let's see what it's like. Oh, there's a notice board here. Let's see what that says, so we know what we're looking at. So, tumbling waters and marching feet. At Tummel Bridge, the old military road to Inverness meets the road to the Isles. After the 1715 Jacobite Rising, General Wade constructed a network of roads for soldiers stationed throughout the Highlands. In 1733, he paid a local landowner, John Stewart of Kinnachan, oops, sorry about the pronunciation, to build the bridge over the Tummel. It cost him £200. Today, this dark and fierce stream, which flows under the bridge, plays its part in a hydroelectric scheme, which includes 9 dams and generating stations. Tummel Power Station, completed in 1935, was one of the first to be built. It stands on the banks of the river near the bridge. Let's have a little looky. So, there's the car park. And just down here is the bridge. My feet are starting to dry out after the march across the field. Oh. Oh dear dear. The bus is bipping people. There's no cars coming. And just down this road there's a big holiday park as well. Let's go down this way and just have a little look at the bridge. Wow. Here's the bridge. Wow. I'm trying to alternate between taking photos and videos, so I do apologise for any blips. Let's walk over the actual bridge now. Gosh, the history's amazing, isn't it? So that's the road bridge down here. Pretty narrow. Wow. I wonder if there's any salmon here. See the mountains in the background. Beautiful. 1730. Wow. Just see what's around the corner. Have another look at the view because it's just glorious. Beautiful colours. Probably not much to see here, but let's just have a little check. The pretty little cottages. I imagine there'll be a couple of houses and then off out into the country again. Some sort of footpath going to the right because there is a sign, although you can't read anything on it. A few houses. Let's wait for this car to go by. Oh, path to the aqueduct it says. Oh. 1.5 miles. So just for reference, the bridge is big enough to get a bus over. So you should be alright in all your motorhomes. Just go back over the bridge for a last view. Gosh, it's just fascinating. There was one place in Scotland where I went over this huge humpback bridge about 4 or 5 years ago. Such a hump that I thought, oh my God, the vehicle's going to ground, but it didn't. There we are. Well worth a visit. Car park's free as well. And one more look this way. Well, I'm having to drive over this bridge, so I thought I'd video it. So that's that. So I've looked on the map and there's a place called, I think, Kinloch, Rannoch, probably saying it all wrong. It's meant to be a nice little place, and then I think I'm going to go to somewhere called Fortingall something, where there's a really old yew tree. Fortingall, was it? I can't think. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking of. Oh, what we got here? A weir. Wow, the water's so powerful at the moment. So, on we go. So here we are on another road. Now these poles that you see on the roadside here, the tall ones, I believe that's for when it snows, so you can see at the top of the pole the little red reflector and see where you're going. But these are pretty out in the wilderness, they're fine to drive, don't be put off. Again, plenty of passing places. Not exactly sure where I am. Where was it? Where did I say I was heading? Oh, something Rannoch, Kinloch, Rannoch, I think. So I'm on the road between Tummel, Loch and there. It doesn't tell me on my sat nav. Oh, there's a, I don't know if you saw it, flock of goldfinches just flown up. But actually, when there's a few together, they're called a charm of goldfinches, which I think is delightful. So there seems to be lots of logging. I've seen a few logging lorries. I bet it looks spectacular when it's been snowing up here. Wouldn't want to drive it, got to be honest. Connie's not great in the wet or slippy stuff. Even while we've been here, I've noticed if there's, you know, when there's all leaves, wet leaves on the road, her wheels spin on that. So yeah, not great. Plenty of passing places though. So it's just a case of keeping your eyes on the road ahead, figuring out who's going to hit what passing place first and then pulling in. steady on these roads. I want to look at the scenery anyway. No motor vehicles parking on verge. I imagine there's soft verges, or you'll be blocking the road for logging lorries. Gosh, there's a mountain or hill up above. It's just been absolutely desecrated by logging. Oh, went round there a bit quick. And Maria, stop gawping at the scenery and watch the road. Tut tut. Beautiful. There's a little car park on the side. I just pulled in for a quick photo opportunity. They wanted, I think, well, I'm not sure of the exact amount, so I won't say, but you had to pay to park. It's right in the middle of nowhere. In the summer of 1774, the Reverend Neville, I can't read all that, Astronomer Royal set up observatories on either side of Killin, is it called? Let's just pull off the road. To measure by how much plumb lines would be pulled out of the vertical and towards the mountain by its gravitational force. At this time, this was called the attraction of mountains. In effect, it became the first determination of Newton's universal gravitational constant. Wow. How about that? You just never know what you're going to come across next. On we go. Bridges. Scotland's a very wet place, lots and lots and lots and lots of lochs and rivers everywhere. It's beautiful. Oops, overhanging tree there. I've seen where quite a few trees have come down and been cut from across the road. I imagine that was the storm. Oh, this is just lovely, isn't it? Look at that. Just hoping I can show you lots of, different diverse things of driving. Single track roads, little tiny roads in the countryside, dual carriageways, motorways. Bit of everything, but with the weather like this, it's just too nice not to show you how lovely the drive is. Gosh, I wonder how much snow they get up here in the winter. So we're on the mountain roads. Drive to where I'm going. Wow. This is what I love. track roads, you know, just go for it. Take your time. If worse comes to worse and you meet somebody there's no passing place, one or other of you will just have to reverse until you find a passing place. But I mean, it's worth it for views like this, in my opinion. Cattle grid. Oh, wonder if we'll see some Highland cows. I'm going to leave the video running for the minute because I always go slowly across those, because we'll see what there is, if there are any Highland cows. Hope you're not finding it boring. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. My eyes peeled for golden eagles. I saw something earlier, I was like, oh, is that a golden eagle? But it wasn't, it was a buzzard. I have seen golden eagle in the past, and I have seen white-tailed sea eagle. I love my birds. Oh, I love all wildlife. I've seen red deer. Oh, it's beautiful. Potholes here and there, but most of them have been filled in. Like there, that post that was angled in the road, just beware of that as well if you've got a high-sided vehicle. Road signs jutting out, or tree branches. Oh, this is a lovely road. It reminds me a bit of one on the Outer Hebrides. I can't remember which one it was. It may have been Harris, but I'm not positive. And it was 9 miles single track, and it was just like being on a little roller coaster. It was fabulous. Oh, we've got a sheep and another car. Oh, it's lovely horns. So here we are, the other car's already stopped by the look of it, so I shall carry on. That's lovely, thank you. So they were pretty courteous. In the Outer Hebrides they were so friendly. If you saw people walking along the road, they would wave to you. Everybody was so happy to have tourists there, it was lovely. Well, everybody that I encountered, maybe it's just me they were waving at. Oh dear. Oh, look at this. I hope I'm not leaving this running too long for you, but it's just too gorgeous to miss, I think. Beautiful little stream down there. What they call them, a burn here, I think, don't they? Okay, I'll stop the tape for a bit now because I don't want to bore you to death, but it's just brilliant. Anyway, give me your feedback. Do you find this too boring, too much of the driving, or are you loving seeing the scenery? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to do some hiking in Scotland, particularly looking out for wildlife, etc., but I just don't trust myself. I know I'd get lost. I'd never be seen. It's a wilderness, isn't it? My van would be spotted on the side of the road a week later. That's beautiful down there, and the house. Hopefully you caught that. So yeah, it's just, wow. I mean, you could hike forever up here, couldn't you? Hopefully you can see on the right there's a massive herd of deer. Obviously deer farming, I don't think they're wild at all, but wow. Go slow so you can hopefully pick that up. Not sure what sort of deer they are. Would they be red deer? I know there's roe, fallow, red, and even sika, I think. Wow. There might be a little pull in at the end, so I might be able to go there and park up and take a photo because I can see a car in my rear. watching me. I think they'll probably scatter. They're used to cars, but not people walking down here. Look at the ears pricked. My God, nearly the whole field is watching me. Wow. Look at everybody alert. If one starts running, they all will, so I'll go in a minute because I don't want to upset them. Gosh, they're gorgeous. So many. I'm going to go now before I upset them. I don't want the whole herd going. They move so beautifully. How wonderful. Arrived in Kinloch, Rannoch, and this is Perth and Kinross Council, and the name Kinroch, whatever I just called it, I've forgotten, means end of the loch, and it's generally where fresh water, in this case, runs out at the end of the loch. So quite interesting. Let's have a little look round. Managed to get parked in the little car park in the centre of town here. Nice church, so I'm just going to have a little wander around to see what I can spot. So I'm not sure if you can see this, but it says welcome to Rannoch and Tummel, where nature and history weave dreams, and there's pictures of capercaillie, golden eagle, red deer. Here must have been where I saw the... Could that be where I saw the deer? Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? Anyway, so yeah, it says Rannoch Moor is one of the last truly wild places in Britain. Unique and beautiful, an area of high boggy wilderness extending to around 50 square miles. And it says bounded on three sides by some of Scotland's most famous mountains. Wow. And a site of SSSI. So, fabulous. Have a little wander. There's some maps here telling you all the different village paths, so that's really good. Nicely geared up for tourists. Have a little look of the little square in the centre. It's dropping a bit cool. I think that we could see some rain. Little zigzaggy path down. All well signposted. Oh, that's a lovely bridge. I love these old bridges. Warning. Water levels may increase significantly at any time. Ooh. And a walkway all the way down there. I'm not going to go all the way down here because I'm just, I've not got the time. But there's obviously plenty to do. So that was just a little tour. It's only a small place, Kinloch, Rannoch, but very nice, well kept. Lots of walks from it. There's various hotel suites and a sign for a spa hotel. So it could be a lovely little spot for stopping. Also, apparently, the Outlander and Harry Potter parts were filmed in this area. So yeah, I can imagine that Rannoch Moor would be quite amazing to go for walks. So yeah, good. So the day's ticking on. What time is it? It is just gone 3 o'clock. So at this stage, I'll start to think where I may want to end up for the evening. So I'll have a little look at the map, see where else I can fit in today, and then see where I might end up this evening. So here we are at Fortingall's oldest resident, a 5,000-year-old yew tree. And the circular markers that you can see, hopefully, let me get, sorry about this, see the circular markers around the edge there. I'm trying to get, let's get up on the wall. Okay, so there's circular markers going around here, around the back of the tree, and I don't know if you can quite see, it's marking it all out. Apparently it had a 56-foot girth in its prime, but souvenir hunters came and chopped great big bits out, and it said here, souvenir hunters removed large sections, children lit fires in the hollow trunk, funeral processions passed through its mist, and they eventually had to build this wall to stop the tree disappearing. So it's totally encased now, all the way around to protect it. Man, hey. But what an amazing thing. And to think of a 56-foot girth on it, good grief. It's a bit hard to get decent footage or photos, I've got to be honest, because of the wall, but I'll try and give you some idea of it. So there it is. Wow. There's a lovely hotel there. See Connie parked in the distance. So this is Fortingall. Beautiful little church here. I'm just going to pop in and have a look at. Beautiful views. Lovely spot. What a piece of history. The oldest living thing in the world. Just a little view of the church for you. It's closed today, sadly, but I can hear somebody shooting somewhere. Lovely location. Glorious. I thought I'd take a wander down the road and I've come across this. Some beautiful thatched cottages. The odd car coming past. Look at the views. This is still in Fortingall. There's another thatched cottage there. If you can see under the trees, look at the colour of that tree. But look at this that I've come past. I'm going to come out over here so you can see. So we've got this lovely cottage here, just passing. Bear with me, I'm walking as quickly as I can. Another one there. And this. Oh, it's all burnt out, and I don't think it's been done long because I can still sort of smell the burning. What a crying shame. And so lucky, look, can you see through there, that one? So lucky that the other ones either side didn't go up. Good grief. Oh, how heartbreaking. Oh dear, oh dear. Look at that. Wow. What a crying shame. Somebody's pride and joy. But also for this cottage here, who must have been sweating buckets, they've survived. Wowzers. So I'm now heading towards where I'm hoping I can park up for the night. I just thought I'd pop the video on because the sky just looks absolutely gorgeous. The camera won't do it justice, I know, but there's all beams of light coming down where the sun's breaking through, and yeah, they call this the golden hour, don't they? It's the hour which is fantastic for photos, and the light's amazing, and it's so bright. Quite a lot of potholes on this road, but hey ho. So it's been a pretty busy day today. I'm 10 minutes away from where I'm parking up, hoping that there's going to be space and it's all good, otherwise I'll be on another mission to try and find somewhere. So it'll be feet up for me when I get parked, and relax and try, although I'm struggling with internet, so bear with me, try to get uploaded. So here we are parked up for the night. I'm in a little place called Killin. There's 2 or 3 other motorhomes, 1 Swiss number plate. So not most glamorous, however, there's toilets over there, there's a bin over there, it's free. There's a co-op around the corner that sells all sorts of essentials like wine, and there is, I believe, a pub. So it's a win-win. So if you've enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe button. Please comment, share, any tips, anything at all, stick it in the comments. I want it to be interactive. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I feel it's been a full-on, good, interesting day today. Have a good evening.